A tree can grow for centuries. Its green canopy provides deep shade to benefit the community from generation to generation. Founded as a civil charitable group in the 19th century, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is now the largest charitable organization in Hong Kong. Like a century-old tree, the group has grown with Hong Kong and sheltered all people of the city through good and bad times. The beginning of Tunghua Group of Hospitals could be traced back to the small temple called Quang Fuk Yi Tzi. The temple was originally built for the Chinese to house the spirit tablets of their ancestors who died in Hong Kong, away from their hometown. It was gradually taken as a refuge by the sick and destitute, causing critical public hygiene issues. The situation highlighted the medical deficiencies for local Chinese at the time. A group of benevolent Chinese community leaders then advocated to raise funds for building a Chinese medicine hospital in the neighborhood to offer free medical service to the poor. With government support, Tunghua Hospital was established in 1870 as the first Chinese medicine hospital in Hong Kong, followed by the establishment of Quanghua Hospital and Tunghua Eastern Hospital years later. In 1931, the management of the three hospitals was unified under one board of directors and retitled as Tunghua Group of Hospitals. Since then, the group has thrived and expanded to cover services for every stage of life, from cradle to grave. Today, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is the largest charitable organization in Hong Kong, providing a vast range of diversified medical, educational, community and traditional services for the communities.
東華三院陳醫師爺對我同家人都無微不至，我好感謝東華三院。
Since 1870, Tunghua Hospital, Quanghua Hospital and Tunghua Eastern Hospital came into operation one after another. In 1931, the three hospitals were united into Tunghua Group of Hospitals under the management of a single board of directors. Tunghua Group of Hospitals Wong Tai Sin Hospital and Tunghua Group of Hospitals Feng Yu King Hospital were established later. Working actively on service development, the group set up its first Well Women Clinic, offering women health screening services in Quanghua Hospital in the early 1990s, and later extended the services to Tunghua Eastern Hospital. The group also established a number of clinical research centers for Chinese medicine in early 2000s and collaborated with local universities on scientific research projects to promote modern and scientific development of Chinese medicine and to pass on clinical experiences and skills. To keep pace with ever-changing society, the group has also developed diversified medical services in addition to the free Chinese medical service. Today, we have over 40 medical and health service units, including 5 hospitals with about 2,600 inpatient beds. Besides free medical services to the sick and poor of around 700,000 visits per annum, we also provide Chinese and Western medicine, screening, rehabilitation, and dental services, as well as our own health products. To support government advocacy of Chinese medicine service, the group has taken the lead in the development of integrated Chinese and Western medicine services in recent years. We also commit to training of local Chinese medicine professionals and promotion of academic exchange. The group has at the same time expanded its Chinese medicine mobile clinics and outreach services, and set up community Chinese medicine clinics and a centralized decoction center with an aim to provide affordable professional medical services to local people. More, the setting up of the Tunghua Group of Hospitals Medical Center, North Point, the Computer Tomography Imaging Center, Endoscopy Center, Integrated Rehabilitation Center, and dental centers by the group also provides new and cutting-edge medical options and services for the public.
學校唔單止教授我哋書本上面嘅知識，更加俾我哋有課堂以外嘅見識同埋體驗，發展潛能，建立正確嘅人生觀。我將來都要貢獻社會，傳承東華三院嘅慈善精神。
Tunghua Group of Hospitals has a long history of running school education. which can date back to the founding of the Manmo Temple Free School in 1880, a time when many local Chinese children were deprived of schooling. To alleviate the issue, the board of directors of Tunghua Hospital and some Chinese community leaders supported the setting up of a free school at the original site of Chunghwa Academy, adjacent to Manmo Temple. The Manmo Temple Free School set a milestone in the education history of Hong Kong, as it advocated an unprecedented idea of common education for all. In the 1950s and 1960s, the group opened a number of formal primary and secondary schools, and later began to operate kindergartens and special schools. Upholding the mission of education for all, and abiding by the school motto of diligence, frugality, loyalty and faithfulness, we have been operating a variety of schools over the decades to ensure equal education opportunities for students from different backgrounds. Being one of the most well-established school sponsoring bodies in Hong Kong, the group currently operates about 60 education units, including kindergartens, primary schools, secondary schools, special schools, a tertiary institute and education centres, nurturing over 27,000 students every year to provide trained talents for Hong Kong. To ensure comprehensive development in moral, intellectual, physical, social and aesthetic aspects, we promote an all-round education that focuses on enriching students' overall learning experience. We also emphasize moral education to help students develop good character, positive attitude and values, and encourage them to care for the society and lead a full and meaningful life. To broaden the horizons of the students, the group organizes various thematic exchange tours every year and establishes sister school ties with schools in mainland China and overseas, and alliances with the mainland universities to open up more education opportunities for our students. The group offers a number of scholarship schemes to support students to pursue their further studies in the local, mainland China or overseas universities. Financial supports are also provided to schools to hold diverse extracurricular activities. Various funds and scholarships are set up to subsidize students in sports and artistic endeavors, social service and exchange programs. Potentials, talents and interests vary among students, so we are dedicated to providing effective support for students with differing needs, helping them to excel at their best according to their personal needs. As the old saying goes, it takes 10 years to grow a tree, but 100 years to develop a talent. The group is committed to the weighty and great responsibility of nurturing people for the betterment of society.
我喺東華三院返工，大家都讚我好開心。
年齡就係財富，東華三院俾我體會到老有所用，繼續活出精彩人生。
In the late 19th century, Tunghua Hospital began to carry out disaster relief work, offered free burial, coffin home and bone repatriation services. It also aided victims of wars or calamities, and even extended its relief work to the Chinese communities across the globe. In the 1950s and 1960s, the group started to develop formal and systematic community services. Today, we offer a comprehensive range of community services to over 400,000 people every year. Through some 200 centers catering for the diverse needs of families, children, the youth, the elderly, and the disabled. For the elders, the group aims at meeting the specific needs of senior citizens, so that they can lead a dignified and happy life via its community support and residential services. We also encourage the elderly to face the last moments of their lives with a positive attitude by helping them to plan ahead of their end-of-life care. Funeral support services for singleton elders are also provided. For children, the youth and families, we provide caring support, counseling and development opportunities, aiming to offer holistic development and support to people ranging from infants to adults. When people with addiction problems come to us, professional counseling services are offered to help them rebuild their lives. Special care is also given to members of the community with disabilities. Complete and continuous rehabilitation training and services are provided, together with counseling services for their families. Community education is also in place to promote social inclusion. To help disadvantaged groups achieve self-reliance, we run various social enterprises to provide training and job opportunities. It is there to help ease their financial pressure and at the same time develop and improve their skills and unlock their potentials.
我喺文武廟參拜多年，祈求一家平安、善有善報。每年東華三院舉辦嘅秋祭我都有參加，體驗傳統文化。
The group is dedicated to providing quality traditional services to meet the needs of the community for traditional ritualistic and cultural services, funeral services, and burial facilities. Currently, 24 service units are operated to provide funeral services, ritualistic services, as well as traditional cultural services. Around 20,000 funeral and sea burial cases were handled annually, while over 1,700,000 visitors to our temples and cultural ritualistic services centres were received. All revenues generated are used for charitable purposes to support the group's mission in promoting our philanthropic spirit and its dedication to the preservation of Chinese traditions. To further promote the ritualistic culture and the traditional customs in the community, the group has been proactively introducing novel and modernized elements to its temple services. By blending traditional culture and lifestyle creativity, we would like to facilitate citizens, especially the younger generation, to experience and inherit the tradition.
我好驕傲同人哋講，我係東華三院嘅員工。
A solid foundation and a sound management system are the keys to the sturdy growth of Tunghua Group of Hospitals. As Hong Kong's first Chinese charitable organization established on the basis of Western legal principles, we have been adhering to the spirit of performing good deeds with others and applying our professional skills and dedication to serving the people of Hong Kong for more than a century. The Board of Directors is the highest governing body of the group. The board is assisted by the Executive Committee in governing the group. Under the board, there are various committees, each overseeing a particular function or service. Meanwhile, an advisory board comprised of government officials, legislators, executive councillors, and former board members of the group is responsible for advising the board of directors on issues and key management matters related to the group. The administrative structure of the group comprises 11 divisions and 1 office. Under the leadership of the chief executive, various division and office heads assist in managing the group's services and administrative affairs, while carrying out the group's mission, vision, and policies. Integrity is the foundation of any charitable organization. The group has strict financial rules in place and adopted a fair and impartial management system, so as to maintain its long-established reputation for honesty and integrity. Over the past 3 decades, we have been working closely with the Hong Kong Independent Commission Against Corruption to enhance our anti-corruption measures and optimize our working procedures to ensure all donated income is deployed properly. We currently employ over 17,000 staff. Efforts are made to create training and development opportunities, promote cross-department coordination, and cultivate a caring organizational culture, all aiming to build an efficient and professional team which drives the sustainable development of the organization. We have been actively enhancing our IT application systems and programs over the years to support the development of our service units. In the early 1990s, significant progress in medical information systems has already been made. In 2001, we developed our own Chinese medicine clinical information system, which was later shared with the hospital authority and other charitable organizations for free to facilitate industry development so that more people in need can be served. To date, over 50 different IT application systems have been launched, covering medical, education, community services, internal administration, and other fields. Moreover, with the support from Spatial Data Office of the Development Bureau, Tunghua Group of Hospitals aims to promote the development of spatial data sharing platforms in the community through the operation of the Geospatial Lab. The group's efforts and achievements over the years have gained wide recognition and support from the community, as evidenced by the numerous major awards. Being one of the largest charitable organizations in Hong Kong, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is determined to expand its service and reach for the benefit of the needy. To achieve this goal, we carry out a variety of fundraising programs and donation schemes every year in order to raise more donations and fulfill our commitment to serving the community. During the pandemic, Tunghua Group of Hospitals has introduced an array of anti-pandemic measures and services, as well as emergency relief funds to offer timely and effective support. Among the many fundraising programs of the group, the longest-running TV fundraising show, Tunghua Charity Gala, is believed to be the most recognized one of its kind.
為善聚樂，福有攸歸。東華三院首創《歡樂滿東華》係香港最長壽嘅電視籌款節目，深得廣大市民嘅支持，善款數字屢創新高，惠澤社群。
We also organize other fundraising activities such as the Flag Day, Charity Cantonese Opera, and Charity Dinner, to facilitate well-wishers to make donations through different channels. All direct expenses of the fundraising events are covered by the group's board of directors and titled patrons of the events. No administration cost will be deducted from the donations of the general public. Every penny of public donations will be used for the benefit of the needy.
東華三院係見證住香港歷史嘅發展，而且一直以嚟咧，佢係擔當住文物保育先導者同埋守護者嘅角色，亦都肩負起文化承傳同埋推廣嘅責任。
As the largest charitable organization with the longest history in Hong Kong, Tunghua Group of Hospitals has been playing a unique role in the development of Hong Kong and in networking the Chinese communities worldwide. All along, the group has dedicated itself to preserving, collecting and studying the historical assets of the organization. During the past years, we had also carried out a number of historical building restorations and architectural conservation programs. In 1970, as part of its 100th anniversary celebration, the group converted the then main hall building of Kwonghwa Hospital into Tunghua Museum in order to preserve the valuable archives and relics of the group. The museum has been open to the public since 1993. In 2010, we established the Records and Heritage Office to take charge of the management of Tunghua Museum, and later the Tunghua Group of Hospitals Mei Ho Archives and Relics Center. This move is targeted to safeguard, open up, and share the heritage of the group through the promotion of its cultural heritage and the provision of cultural services. In recent years, we have launched a number of significant conservation and public education projects, such as the Preserve and Share Tunghua Museum Archives website to share our cultural heritage with the public and promote cultural preservation. Tunghua Group of Hospitals has also organized large-scale thematic exhibitions and seminars to enrich public knowledge on the role it played in the societal and philanthropic history of Hong Kong. The group also works hard to promote the preservation of historical culture among affiliated schools. To share its historical culture and philanthropic vision with the next generation, local visits, overseas study tours, heritage restoration and other activities are organized for students. Looking into the future, the group will continue to keep abreast of social development and offer diverse and quality services to benefit more and more people in need. Regarding the medical services, we will continue to offer free medical services, promote the development of hospital services, optimize our medical facilities, enhance the quality of diagnostic and medical services, expand integrated rehabilitation services, establish new medical center, and strengthen specialist services, breast screening and diagnostic services, colorectal cancer screening services, dental service, on-site seasonal flu vaccination program at schools, and support COVID-19 vaccination program promulgated by the government. We will also actively promote the concept of prevention is better than cure to the public. more efforts will be dedicated to further expand the community-based Chinese medicine service and nurture professional Chinese practitioners. Aiming to drive the long-term development of Chinese medicine, the group will also work towards the redevelopment goal of Kwonghwa Hospital. On the education front, we will strive to upgrade our education services. More than 30 of our kindergartens and nurseries have participated in the free quality kindergarten education scheme in order to provide better preschool education. Also, new campuses are in operation to foster all-round education. And a number of school renovation and development projects have been implemented to create ideal learning environment for students. New technology will be applied to upgrade the teaching hardware and aids so as to help students to unleash their potentials and enhance teaching effectiveness. Meanwhile, Tunghua College will continue to develop more new programs to meet the needs of the society. We will continue to organize theme-based student exchange programs and tours to facilitate their all-round development and subsidize students to study abroad, broadening their horizons. Regarding the community services, we will maintain our support for different social sectors and strengthen our services in every aspect. The group will provide new services for the young-old, the youth, and the parents, and continue to bring in innovative technologies to better meet the requirements of service users and improve service efficiency and quality. We will also make full use of arts, sports, and other means to facilitate the rehabilitation of people with disabilities and encourage people with different abilities to appreciate one another, promoting social integration. The group will carry on further development of social innovation services to tackle social issues, construction and operation of transitional housing projects, and social enterprises to offer more job opportunities for the disadvantaged, and to facilitate people with different backgrounds to achieve better mutual understanding and learning, so as to build a harmonious and inclusive society. The group will keep on organizing a variety of fundraising projects while bringing in new elements and engaging more public support. Planting good deeds for a fruitful society. As a century-old organization, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is deeply rooted in Hong Kong and is dedicated to bringing benefits to the whole community. No matter how the society evolves, we will adhere to our beliefs, to heal the sick and to relieve the distressed, to care for the elderly and to rehabilitate the disabled, to promote education and to nurture youngsters, and to raise the infants and to guide the youth. In the years ahead, the group will continue to serve the community with dedication and join hands with the community to help the underprivileged.
For more than 150 years, Tunghua Group of Hospitals is unrelenting in its commitment to serve the people of Hong Kong. We have stood by Hong Kongers through every challenge and circumstance. As the new chairman of the board, I feel keenly my responsibilities are important and my duties are vast. I promise to lead the board to serve the community with full-fledged efforts and pass on our charitable spirit. On behalf of the group, I look forward to your continued support to do good together.